From being the most criticized casting to winning over the entire fan base, Bella Ramsey has shushed the awkward rumors regarding Season 2 of The Last of Us. What rumors, you may ask? Well, remember when the show launched? Everyone basically targeted Bella and criticized her because she did not resemble Ellie from the game.
Or until they get it from smugglers. Guess not you guys.
The fans even started a rumor that she was not going to be recast in the second season. But hey, looks like it's been put down for good. And boy am I happy, cause looks like Bella Ramsey isn't going anywhere. I think all those who are not in favor of her also have come to terms with it because of her legendary performance. Anyway, the co-showrunner of the hit HBO show revealed that their pick for Ellie was and will always be Bella. No way she's going anywhere. The only way to have a recast is if Ramsey quits herself, and you already know that ain't happening. But according to Druckmann, he wouldn't let Bella go even if she wanted to. That's how well she portrayed the character. I mean, they sure know the gem they got their hands on, don't they? It's nice to see when creators show respect for their cast and have their backs. In fact, even Craig Mazin was full of praise for Bella. According to this guy, no one could have been more like Ellie than Bella. So imagine if they hadn't cast her.
Do I look like I'm infected?
Show us your arm.
The show literally wouldn't have been the same. Mazin added that he'd have gone down to his grave if he hadn't gotten Bella. Now, if everyone's happy and the ratings are through the roof, why was there even a rumor to begin with? Well, let me tell you. So the main question the fans had before the show aired was, how was HBO gonna deal with the time jump in the video game adaptation of the universe? Now, in case you don't know, Season 2 of The Last of Us will involve a 5-year leap into the future, much like the second game installment did. So the game's devotees are concerned that Bella may appear younger than she should. Mazin, though, has a response to it. He noted that Ramsey is now 19 years old. Ellie from the second game is actually intended to be that old. In other words, she has been portraying a character who's younger than she actually is.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me, please.
Fine.
So she's the perfect age to play the older version of her. Plus, the actress is pretty skilled and polished, so for her to play the part of Ellie to perfection with the ideal makeup, hairstyle, and outfit would totally work out. Besides, as someone who's played the games and watched her performance, I just know she's gonna nail the revenge arc. And let's be honest, as I said, not everyone was thrilled when Bella was chosen for the role in the show. Many people even believed Bella's casting was a mistake since she didn't look the part. While that, and because all they'd ever seen was the animated version of the character. So it's understandable fans had their own set of expectations. If you've played the game, then you know that the Ellie that's waiting for us in Season 2 is vastly different from what we've seen of her so far. She kills, man. She kills. I mean, she's violent, she's aggressive, and if you rub her the wrong way, then you might as well just start saying your goodbyes. Now, the gamers are afraid that Bella might not be able to embody that sort of violence because, like most of the first season of the show, Ellie was leaning on Joel for protection, and she wasn't very good with weapons and the whole killing people business. I'm just gonna say one thing here. If you've watched the show, Episode 8 should answer your questions about what Bella can and can't do. Is David's chopped finger a joke to you? The guy was probably planning on eating it. And yeah, sure. Ellie didn't want to hurt people for most of the show, but that's because she didn't really need to. She switched out of war mode and turned on the living daylight when the situation called for it. And it's crucial to note that Bella did a fantastic job of conveying that difference in character. Ellie was drastically different from the Ellie of the earlier episodes, as she was slicing up her attacker blindly. The guy deserved it. In fact, anyone who has such intentions does. So yeah. let's just sit down and tell ourselves that we should stop doubting Ramsey. Anyway, with all this Bella talk, has anyone even asked her what she wants? Well, yes, and it's good news. It's awesome how Neil won't have to force her to stay, because she doesn't want to go anywhere at all. The 19-year-old revealed when it all began, it was hard for her to imagine herself as Ellie. She didn't believe that she'd do the role justice, that she could become her, but all of that's in the past. Now, not only is she comfortable playing Ellie, she absolutely loves it. So much so that she had withdrawal symptoms when she came back home after finishing the filming for season 1. She said she'll stay with The Last of Us, and not just for season 2, but for however many seasons they want to make. As she put it, season 2's only the beginning. Lord knows season 2 would be boring without Bella, so it's fantastic to hear she's on board.
So, is it everything you hoped for?
It's got its ups and downs. You can't deny that view.
She really plays a bigger role in the second season than she did in the first, so it's exciting to see what Bella brings to the table next. Cause look, when it comes to the chemistry between the main characters, season 1 set the bar incredibly high. It also helps to know if the performers have a close relationship outside of the camera. Therefore, if season 2 intends to play without emotions like the second game did, then this relationship will be crucial. Despite everything they had been through together, Joel ended up lying to her about what meant most to her at the end of season 1, while in reality, he went on a murdering rampage to save Ellie. He pretended the operation had failed. That's why in season 2, Joel will face repercussions for his dishonesty, and it will be terribly upsetting to see these repercussions. So it's all sort of out there in the open for now. For now, that's all I have to say though, so no hints or spoilers for non-players. Which brings me to this. Doesn't it already make you want to see the second season? And if so, when can we expect it to drop? For starters though, there's still time, a lot of it. The good news is that they have already begun writing the screenplay for the upcoming season. But given that the first season's filming took 200 days to complete, you can bet that the second will require at least as much time. And that only included the filming. Editing and adding effects to the show takes months. In fact, it took 18 months for The Last of Us to get to our screens. So if we do the math here, then chances are we're probably not going to see the second season anytime soon. If they start filming in mid-March, how long's that going to take them? Yeah, we're looking at a mid-2024 release if things go just the way they did for season 1. Although when it comes out, we can trust the creators will put together a banger of a season. Besides, now that we know we've got Bella on board, let's hope the next season's just as awesome as the first one. Having said that, that was all for Bella Ramsey shutting down some recasting rumors.